We're taking another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and today we're going to shine a spotlight on 5-star linebacker Kyngstonn Viliamu-Asa, who signed with Notre Dame. We're going to look at the highlights. We're going to look at the 24/7 Sports player profile page, but before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at these prospects, these recruits from the 2024 class, the freshmen, as we lead up for the college football season. So when they start making plays for your team, you know a little something about them, whether it's this year, next year, later on down the road. We're going to start off looking at 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you'll get there. But he's rated as a 4-star prospect with 24/7 Sports, 4-star in the composite and in the rankings, but ranked as the 4th best linebacker in the class. 6'2", 233 pounds, but had 23 offers. But college football was hot for him. Alabama, USC, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Top tier schools all over the map was after him. From Ohio State to Alabama to California, Notre Dame, many more in between. Hot prospect. The market wanted him. They were saying he's good. All-American Bowl, Polynesian Bowl. So we got some experience in all-star games. Projected as a day 2 pick, which is good for a linebacker. One of the most versatile linebackers in the country. He's an inside backer, but a rare every down player who can move around and play multiple different spots. So we should expect him to be good in coverage. We should expect to see good speed. Dealt with an ACL injury during the final game of the season, but missed the entire sophomore year. He is a huge hitter and has a game built for pads. Going to be aggressive. Going to be fun to watch. Pay attention to the highlights here. Ohio State was after him, like we said. We're locked in with the Fighting Irish, though. Rated as a 4-star with everybody, but 5-star. If you were wondering where that 5-star was at, it was with rivals right here. 4-star with everybody. Top 10 linebacker, top 5 linebacker, depending on what rankings you're looking at. On3's got him at 6. ESPN got him at 5. Rivals got him at 2. We went over his highlights over the winter. I'm going to say this, he's a top tier guy. Oregon was after him. Miami was after him. The top schools were after him. That tells me more than the star ratings do, because the star ratings, that's just the opinion of a company. These schools here, they got money on the line. They got resources on the line. They got time on the line. They got to investigate these players. They got to go after the players that they want. It's a competition. And the small schools, too, that are after them, they have even less resources. Everybody's saying, hey, this guy's good at football. Let's take a look at his highlights here. I got about 7 minutes of clips here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. We're going to let him roll a bit. I'll give commentary during this. There he is, getting to the quarterback. They didn't highlight him prior to the play. There he is right there. Back in coverage, so we got coverage experience. Flows well, good hips. Finds the ball. There he is right there in the middle. Flowing to the ball, gets to the tackle. So we should see a guy that lays the wood, and we should see a guy who's good in coverage. They say he was highly versatile. Down the line good. We're going to close the gap here and get the tackle. Barely gain, if any. Here we're in the middle. Snuffing things out. They're playing at big stadiums here, too. 74. That offensive lineman's pretty big. Competition. Looking pretty solid. Off the line. He's very explosive. Can definitely say that. Coverage. Good hips. Finding the spot. Let's see if we can hit that top end here. We do have some speed. Did not need to hit the top end. We knew we had it. Quarterback. Is this a practice? Scrimmage or something? Very disruptive player. Now we're on the outside. Stepping back into coverage. Reading the play. Making the hit. Getting low. Delivering some lumber. Off the edge here. Popping off the pads. Staying home. We getting after it. In the middle now. Dissecting the play. You can definitely see that. Seeing the running back. We gobble him. We gobble him. He's got good eyes. He's got a good feel of what's going on. He's good against the run. Look at that. 2 defenders on him. Stays low. Eats up the play still. We're seeing almost all 22 on these clips. Is solid. He dissects the run very good. Coming off the edge. He's just always around the ball. There we go again. Getting low, getting after it. He's kind of like a hybrid between like Jalen Smith and Troy Polamalu almost. And Troy Polamalu, like that hover ability around the line of scrimmage, the ability to dissect and be there at the hole before the running back can figure it out, even though the running back has to play prior to the play, just that dissect ability. But Jalen Smith with the pop off the step. Jalen Smith, at the end of college, what you were seeing, he was bigger, thicker, yeah, size just athleticism, 90 percentile, but he's also multifaceted in the regards of you're seeing him in coverage, you're seeing good pop off the step, you're seeing good speed, you're seeing good diagnosis, but delivers the lumber. That's why I'm saying that. That's what I'm seeing. That could just give you a totally different player with those traits as well. That is just me off the rip. But his ability to come up to the line, make plays, snuff it out on that running back before he decides to make his move, even though the running back has the play, gives me the Polamalu comparison with there, but not all the way, because I see functionalities of like a linebacker who moves well around the line of scrimmage, kind of like a Jalen Smith type of dude. Just to pop off the step, getting there. You may see something different, especially with a linebacker. It's so hard to make comps with. I don't like to do one-for-ones. That's why I kind of did like a Franken comp. But that's what you're getting. Like his ability to hover around the line of scrimmage, diagnose the play, and just read it and get to it before anybody else can. He's around the line of scrimmage. He's just there. He's like Batman. He's like Batman. It's like the snap happens and he's there type of deal. Just sees it. He's just so smart. Very intuitive player. Very smart, intuitive player. Where it goes down, gets to the run game. I remember his highlights watching this with you guys over the winter. I was excited to go over them again. There's just a few players in the summer series as we ramp up the college football that you're excited to go over again. He's one of them. He is one of them. They just stick out. That's just another thing. This is why you do these players multiple times. Like something happens and he's got to transfer or something, we'll do it again. I just do these players a lot. I like refreshing them. You see something different every time. Your eyes are different every time. If you keep looking at players, you keep learning, you dissecting, watching people go over players, you keep learning the game. You watch people do board drills for pre-snaps. Like, I'm different football watcher than I was 5 months ago when I did this. We're in motion. We got speed. We got burst. There we go. We're sticking with them. Stride for stride. Look at that. I'm excited for this kid. I like how he functions. I think he's very nuanced. I love his motor. I like his vision around the line of scrimmage, his ability to work through trash. Look at the linemen on all the other teams. He's not playing against bad teams. And some of you guys can probably name them. Like, look at the scoreboard in the background. Look at how many people are in the stands. He's not playing against jabronis. I think I might even saw Matter Day in there. But, man. Look at him snuff things up. He moves laterally around the line of scrimmage good. Gets low. Look at that. He's a finisher. He's aggressive. Very fun prospect. One of my favorite prospects in the class. I didn't know he was one of my favorite prospects in the class, so I was working down the rankings on these videos, and I was like, I remember his tape. I remember falling in love with his tape and how fun he was to watch. I can't wait to do this again. I can't wait. I was excited for this moment. That when I saw him on the list, I was excited to go over the tape with you guys. And I'm not being biased because I went over him before and I liked him. I still like him. I think I might even like him a little bit more. I like how he is around the line of scrimmage. I like how he diagnoses play. Like that. Like that. He sees it, he gets it, he rips it. Just a super smart player. About as smart as you can get for a linebacker at the high school level. And he's good in coverage. We saw him good in coverage. On top of that, with the intangibles, because there was a small sample, but you see him flip the hips. We're seeing him run stride for stride with wide receivers. Look at him. We're on offense right now. Getting the play in. Looking solid. Touchdown. Multifaceted player. And this is a guy that is going to do big things at Notre Dame. As long as he stays healthy, he's on the field, he's going to be doing big things for Notre Dame on the field. He's a big-time prospect. I think he's a little bit underrated. I think he's more of a 5-star, especially how he diagnoses plays, how he is around the line of scrimmage working through trash. I think there's a lot of upside here. Good at the tackle spot, good reading the run, fantastic against the pass. You can move him around a little bit. Multifaceted player. Tons of upside here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.